And today's top story is brought to you by the SAA Voyager credit card, miles more rewards. And our top story is the man who made $1 million. We'll talk to him in just a moment. First, here's Allan Thomson from the JSE. Allan, it's been a fascinating competition. We changed the format. It's the fourth year that we've run this competition. Winner takes all. Winner takes $1 million. Up to last year, people had to buy and sell shares listed in the JSE. This year, we went for single stock futures. Do you think it's been a success?
I think so. We've been very happy with the outcome, and we've been proud to be associated with the Make $1 Million through the 4 years. And I presume you're going to ask the question, why single stock futures? And let me answer it straight away, in that I think it was, in fact, your suggestion that the format of the competition, being only 3 months, didn't really lend itself to a long-only buy-and-hold strategy. The winners who had won the previous competition were generally guys who traded in the market quite actively.
And in small stocks.
And in small
got lucky
stocks. Yeah.
When they got in and out.
Quite right.
Whereas this was a lot fairer.
Yes, and I think the single stock futures does lend themselves to trading in the short term, because you can both go long and you can go short. The transaction costs are very, very cheap to go in and out. So the product has lent itself far more to trading within a 3-month period. And hence, certainly on your wise suggestion, we moved it over from shares to single stocks. We've been more than happy. We've been delighted with the progress of the competition, and we've certainly committed ourselves that we'd like to support it next year as well.
Oh, it'll be a big one next year. Maybe we can bring in a second prize, because it was really heartbreaking on RSG when we announced the third placed Mr. Maharaj. He said he didn't want to give anyone his first name in case he won, and he has all family members crawling out of the woodwork and wanting their share of the $1 million. He was under the trading name of Golden Rewards. He ended up with 42,000 Rand from his 10,000 Rand. Second place voted Enslin, who traded under the name of Colin. And Dave, you'll remember we spoke to him on this show once, and he was doing amazing. At one stage, he turned his 10,000 Rand into 174,000.
That's right. Yeah,
that's incredible.
174,000. But that just shows the nature of the instruments. You can make money, but you can also lose money on them. So one has to be quite careful.
So he went from 174,000 all the way down to 50,279, and less than 3,000 Rand ahead of him, but with a return of 431%, is the winner, the guy who's got $1 million in his pocket and a smile on his face. His name's Herman Kostes. Came up from Cape Town. It was worth the trip, Herman.
Absolutely.
Now, what was your strategy?
Well, let me first start with saying that I was trading with a friend, Brida, and he basically doing it for it's all he's doing. So he gave me all the advice.
Was he a full-time day trader?
Yes. So he gave me a lot of advice, and he was in the top 5 for a long time as well.
Are you a full-time day trader?
No, not at all.
What do you do?
No, I'm a trade unionist.
You're a trade unionist. You're in trouble.
Yes,
when you get back home, now you're a capitalist.
Yeah, no, I will pay my taxes.
But that's amazing. So it just showed, had you invested in single stock futures before?
No, I haven't, but I've learned a lot, and I'm also in the pension fund, so you also learn there.
Wow, and I think you might be able to advise quite a few people, some of those asset managers who are handling the pension funds.
I think this is still going to be dangerous.
Okay, you're not going to tell them to go for single stock futures unless you're the man running the portfolio.
No, I think it's a bit dangerous.
What are you going to do with the money?
Well, I'm going to do what all the wise men tell me not to do. I'm going to carry on with single stocks.
You're going to carry on day trading?
Absolutely, yeah. I know it's not sustainable the way we've done it with the gearing we had now, but with the different gearing and lower risk, I think I don't think it's that high risk. That's my personal opinion.
Well, congratulations, Herman. It really is an amazing achievement. There were hundreds of competitors, and Allan Thomson, if he ever tires of trade unionism, you can always, I suppose, bring him to the JSE.
Yeah, except we don't trade. I think there would be some fund managers who would be quite happy to have Herman in their employ.
more than likely on that. And congratulations again to Herman Kostes. This is Make $1 Million competition number 4. David Shapiro has got the good fortune to sit next to you. Do you think some of his luck's going to rub off on you, Dad?
No, you know what? The whole world's going socialist at the moment. I mean, we're being owned by governments are starting to own banks. Suddenly we've got a trade unionist now that's a trader. I mean, it's the way we're going.